That's it. You've got to put the right quality ingredients in to solve the problem. Whatever it is, and everything is specific. Everyone is as individual as your thumbprint. No two people are the same. So if what works for somebody doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work for you. It's a very individual and meticulous topic. So when you're working on healing the body, there are things like cleansing, detoxifying, nourishing the body, setting the stage, and then using herbs like a male enhancement formula. The one that I created is an enhancement formula that is safe and it's effective and it's been time proven. It's a flow stimulator that makes the most of your natural potential. And when aroused, blood flow increases into three chambers of the penis, and the outflow of blood is decreased, producing an erection. The more blood that is pushed into the chambers, the larger you can become. Male enhancement formula helps once more helps force more blood flow into these chambers, and it actually stretches the tissues, creating substantial growth in both length and girth as well. And in just a few weeks, your penis can be larger. And this product is safe and reliable, and it can produce the results in 4 to 6 months' time. And let's look at that formula and why it works. Because there are people that are interested in this type of a product. And L-arginine, the amino acid, is the first herb in here. Ginseng root, oat straw, tribulus fruit, sarsaparilla root, calcium, yohimbe bark, maca root, kutwaba, morapuama root, nettle root, astragalus root, cayenne root, ginkgo biloba leaf, zinc, damiana leaf, suma root, Egyptian blue lotus, shilajit root, tonkat ali, horny goatweed. That is the ingredients, and it is a formulation that a lot of people have used successfully. But those are some of the herbs. But there is a report on the website herbalhealthreview.com, and it talks about men's products. And that's one of them. It's a male enhancement formula. But the Tonkat Ali, just talking about that one herb, is a rare herb found only in the lush virgin tropic rainforest of Indonesia. And it's called Uricoma longifolia, and Longfolia jack, or Pasak bumi. And you can easily raise your testosterone level to youthful level after when you're consuming Tonkat Ali. It increases your natural testosterone over a period of time. And Tonkat Ali raises your body's levels of free testosterone naturally. A large proportion of the testosterone that circulates in your body is bound by protein called SHBG. It's a sex hormone binding globulin. Testosterone that is bound to SHBC, and it's considered ineffective. Only free testosterone exerts the effects that are attributed to the hormone 1-androgen, which is masculinizing and sexualizing, both physiologically and mentally, and thus enhancing the libido and other anabolic, including tissue, mainly muscle. And how exactly Tongkat Ali increases free testosterone, however, is not known. One possible explanation is that Tongkat Ali is Ali's effective active ingredients capture and bind the SHBG and therefore prevent SHBG from capturing circulating free testosterone. However, whatever the reason is, there are no doubt that Tongkat Ali is in sufficient Tongkat Ali in sufficient dosage and concentration increases your testosterone level. And the increase in testosterone level, no doubts, leads to a high sex drive and a higher libido that will last longer and harder and more spontaneous erection and improve muscle mass and strength and a boost in energy and vitality and increased bone and mineral density. A sense of well-being, improves cognitive function, and in Indonesia, where Tongkat Ali is known as Pasak Bumi, young plants are not used for medicinal purposes. Only roots of an age of at least 10 years are considered effective. And because Indonesia is the only country where it is still found in the wild, it is also the only country from where one can obtain old roots. There are simply no plantations where Tongkat Ali has been grown for at least 10 years. Nowhere in the world, in Malaysia, the Tongkat Ali, also a shrub, has been declared a protected plant as overcollection in the wild has almost eradicated it from the forests of Malaysia. So Tongkat Ali is a serious testosterone forming herb. But when we're looking at what we're talking about here, also looking at making lifestyle changes is critical. Maybe pregnenolone, which is a very inexpensive hormone. It's the natural hormone made by the body, and it's made from cholesterol. And pregnenolone is the basic precursor or starting raw material for the production of all the human steroid hormones. In other words, pregnenolone is the mother of all hormones, including DHEA, progesterone, estrogen, testosterone, cortisol, and aldosterone, as such, is often referred to as, and it is referred to as, the mother hormone, or the next up-and-coming anti-aging hormone. So pregnenolone, that's another one. 7-keto-DHEA, that is a metabolite of the adrenal hormone dihydroepiandrosterone, DHEA. You know, the 3-acetyl-7-oxydihydroandrosterone, or 7-keto, is a naturally occurring byproduct of DHEA and is produced in the adrenal glands and in the brain and in the skin. And 7-keto-DHEA, well, there is about 150 DHE metabolites. And 7-keto seems to be one of the most visible among them. And we've got an open mic, and I'm going to find it. And okay, we have closed that mic. And we're leaving the area code 951 open, but we're discussing uh, a very interesting topic that we never usually address. It's a very sensitive topic, and that's uh, getting back that that energy and setting the stage. And so uh, we're talking about that 7 keto DHEA. If there's a problem, a lot of times there's a problem with weight loss that is interfering. In other words, the people are overweight because they don't feel like working out anymore. They're not eating right because they don't feel good. So there is the Men's Health report that's going to give you a lot of information on how to work with these types of situations. And also, we want to get back on common conditions and look at make lifestyle changes. Those two reports are going to deal with this issue because the make lifestyle changes is going to give you a diet that's going to give you so much energy that when you go on this diet, it's going to set the stage for super stamina, super endurance. And as you age, it's not going to leave. You're going to have that power, that stamina, that endurance right on up into your 80s and 90s when you know about the diet that's listed on Make Lifestyle Changes. It's a delicious diet. It has a lot of nutrients in it, and it gives you an acid alkaline food chart to follow. And when you do all of these things and feed that body and detox, go through a detox with that colon and liver cleanser and that special fiber, and you're getting that super green foods in your diet, you'll have so much energy. You'll feel like you're probably about 25 again, and you're saying, "Wow!" You probably call me up and ask for a sleep formula next to help you go because you have so much energy. So that's how we would deal with this type of an issue. We're going to make sure your diet is right. We're making sure that you're cleansing and detoxifying and getting that liver going, making sure that those kidneys are detoxing, making sure that you've got the right nutrients in your stomach and your digestion. That's when things go back to work. When you set the stage, then the actors show up. And all of a sudden the body goes back to work again. And if you give me a call after the broadcast, I'll be glad to go over some of these things with you and guide you in the correct direction. And then be sure and talk with Doc Miles because he can pinpoint exactly where the weak systems are, and he can shorten the duration of what you have to do and what you have to get done, because he'll pinpoint exactly where we need to work. And because everyone is so individual, you're as individual as your thumbprints. But I think that gives you an idea of did that answer your question, brother?
Yes, it did, man. I appreciate all that. Yeah, that was a big helpful right there.
Well,
Big
good.
helpful.
Good. So you got Doc Miles and you got me, and let's get started on some of these things, and then let us know, how things are working, and because we love a success story, and so will you come back and tell us how well this worked?
Most definitely. I'm gonna stay in contact. Praise the Most High. Praise
All
the Most
praise,
High, and I give all glory to GOCC.
all praises to the Most High. And
Yes, yes.
so, okay, I think that answered your question there pretty good. Did you have any other question, brother?
No, that was it. That was it. I appreciate that.
Wonderful. Okay, then all right. So let's open up the lines, and we're just about coming to the top of the hour. If you have a question and you or something you want to ask, about somebody else or for yourself, it's okay. We're not prescribing. We're not diagnosing. We're just talking about what we know about natural remedies. The lines are open. All you have to do is press your star key 2 times, and we'll be talking with you. Please press your star key 2 times right now so we can make sure and give you an opportunity to join the broadcast. Well, Doc, it looks like we're coming to the top of the hour, and we've answered the folks' questions. And did you have anything else before you are going to be exiting the building to go and take care of your critters?
No, Truman, my brain is just about fried from the whole day, and I just can't think of anything else to talk about today. But you keep doing what you're doing, and you know, God will bless you for what you're doing. And that's why we do this. You know, we do things to help people, and in return, we get blessings in return, and that's what makes the world go round.
Yes, sir. It's a privilege to make sure that these folks get comforted and feel our love and share our knowledge. It's a real blessing. And so we are coming to the top of the hour. It looks like area code 916. Did you have a question? Area code 916. I saw you.
Yes, Dr.
What is your...
Bird, Shalom, how are you?
Shalom, sister. How can I be helpful? How can Doc be helpful?
Dr. Miles, bless you as well. I had just a quick question. Someone asked me a question about, actually it's 2 questions. One, I can't remember the first one, but about alkaline water and reverse osmosis and purified water. What is the difference in the benefit of the alkaline water?
Oh.
Is it so much more?
Well,
Great
you...
benefits for alkaline water, because most people are acidic, okay? In your pH, in the urinalysis, you put a strip and check it. Most people are 5 or 5.5 or 6. You need to be between 6.5 to 7.5, because if you're acidic and your liver's got problems, that's when cancer pokes its ugly head. We have to be alkaline. Alkaline water is very, very, very healing, okay? And most city waters are very acidic. So drink spring water or alkaline water if you can get a hold of it. It is awesome. I sell the alkaline machines, and they're awesome. You know, I've got the best one going. It came over from Japan years and years ago. Now they make it here in America, and it's the best machine out there. Some of these little girls are running around selling these machines for $4,000, and they can't even come close to what this one is. And this is like $1,780, and it'll last forever. And all you do is change the filter out. And
when they use those machines, do they use the actual tap water, Dr. Miles, or do you go and buy purified water, or how do they? Once you buy the machine, you know, you just use the regular tap water that it filters it and alkalines it.
Yeah, you plug it in to the electrical cord, plug it into the electricity, then you put a diverter valve on the end of your faucet, and then you turn on the water and you pull the diverter valve out that circulates the city water through this. It spits out the acidic water out of the hose. Then everything that comes out of that machine is alkaline. I set it at 9.5 pH, okay? And it cuts the molecule in half so you hydrate twice as fast. And it's just the best healing water you've ever seen. I make my coffee with it. I do everything with it. It's just impressive.
Absolutely great. And another thing you could do if you don't have an alkaline water machine, and if you do need one, you want to call Doc Miles, because that's the lowest price for a high quality alkaline water machine that I've heard of. Usually they're much, much more expensive. So I would give him a call on that one. Doc Miles' telephone number is 512-868-9867. That's 512-868-9867. So, but for if you don't have an alkaline, and you don't have $1,700, well, then it does help to put lemon in your water. Is that right, Doc?
That's right. That's right. But it's got to be spring water,
It's got to be spring water.
not tap water.
No, it's got to be
And you
spring.
don't drink.
Purified water?
Pardon me?
Is purified the spring water, or is that not the same?
No, spring water is not.
Distilled.
It's not high alkaline, but it's higher than tap water, and it doesn't have all the trash in it. But you put fresh lemon, not that stuff in the bottle. You want live lemon. That will bring up the pH value in your body.
Okay. Crystal geyser is not spring water. My godson's asking, is crystal geyser spring water? I don't think so, but there's so many different ones. It's confusing with the purified, distilled. So the spring water you're saying is better than the distilled or the purified, correct?
You do not want distilled water unless you're doing a serious detox, because what it does, it goes into the body and it starts pulling minerals out of the body, and you urinate your minerals right out of the body. Reverse osmosis is the same way. It's just like distilled water. It's a very similar procedure. So you don't ever drink those unless you're detoxing your body for a very short time. Because if you do use it, you've got to load up on minerals, or everything's going to go south on you.
That's why when I can only get my hands on reverse osmosis or distilled water, I always take a little bit of my Himalayan pink salt that's loaded with minerals, and I put a little dash of the Himalayan pink salt in the water, so that I'm taking that water that has no minerals and I'm putting minerals in it. And if that's all I can get is because purified water, that means they've just taken out some of the impurities that they may have left in certain impurities, and distilled water has nothing in it. RO water, reverse osmosis, has nothing in it. So it needs minerals put back in it. Otherwise, it's going to pull all the minerals out of your body, like Doc Miles says. So that's the difference. What you want is spring water, because that's pure, clean water that still has the minerals. So, a gentleman called me up the other day, and he said, well, I'm getting bottled water, and I'm in a little town here in Georgia, and only thing we can do is go to Walmart and get a case of bottled water. And I said, well, wait a minute. Let's find out what kind of bottled water you're drinking, because a lot of this bottled water is nothing more than tap water. And he says, well, I'm drinking Aquafina from Pepsi. And I said, well, let me do the research. I looked it up. It says Pepsi admits Aquafina is made from tap water. So why would you buy cases and cases of tap water when you can just run the tap? So
right.
So and shame on Pepsi for just taking Aquafina and making a picture of the Arctic, an Arctic ice, and so forth, to where you think you're getting something special, and it's just not truthful. So you got to really make sure that your water supply is clean. And if all you can get is RO water or distilled water, then be sure if you have to drink it, put some minerals in it. Maybe some you can use the fulvic acid, hyaluronic acid. That's loaded with minerals. Whatever because but best is that machine that Doc Miles has that makes that alkaline water. That's That's a very, and then it splits the molecule. See, this is what's cool. A water molecule is a certain size. If you split it in two, it's going to rehydrate you more. It's going to be smaller. It's going to get into the tissues. And that's what Doc Smiles, his water machine does. So that's cool. That's really cool. Doc Miles, I know you got to go.
Dr. Bird,
yes, go ahead.
this is Brother Ryan Oliver and stuff. I'm with Sister Sharon that they were talking to, and we want to ask you a quick question before. Is Crystal Geyser spring water? Does it say spring water? Is that okay?
I don't know.
I think so.
What do you
Huh?
think, Doc?
I think so. Ozarka spring water is good too. That's what I use if I'm out and about because it's good pure spring water. You know, it comes from a special spring, and it's not taken out of the river and processed and it's called purified, which is garbage because they can't purify it well because they just run it through a bunch of filters and a few charcoal filters, but it still doesn't get everything out.
Yep. I'll tell you another thing that I do,
Thank
Doc.
you.
I'll tell you another thing that I do, and that is that I have these silver rods that I use with my colloidal silver water generator to make
Right.
colloidal silver water, and I take those silver rods and in the two-stage filter I have under my sink. For tap water, it's running it through a carbon filter. Well, first it's running it through a sediment filter and taking all the sediment out. Then it's running through a carbon filter. And in each of those filters, I have silver rods so that no bacteria, fungus, or virus can grow. Because before I put silver rods in my water filters, it was always gunky. You could tell something was growing in there and stuff. But after I put the silver rods in there, the water came out clean. It just trapped all the junk. So that's another thing that what you can do is use that colloidal silver, use the silver rods to keep your water pure. So, okay, is there any other question?
No, thank you very much. You have a blessed day.
Bless you both. Thank you.
You're welcome. We have come to the top of the hour, and it is my privilege to now push the button over there in Pike Road, Alabama, and invite our dear friend, Pastor Elijah Beecham, the prophet Elijah Beecham over there in Pike Road, Alabama, to give us a closing prayer. Brother Elijah, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. How are you doing this afternoon?
I am blessed, and we've had some interesting, challenging questions and topics here today. And one of the things I always look forward to is your closing prayer, sir.
Well, thank you, sir. Let's do what we do best. So, Heavenly Father, we come to you tonight and we give you praise, or higher, in Yeshua Christ's name. So, Heavenly Father, I come to you in the name of Yeshua Christ, and I come to you with praise and with thanksgiving and worship and harmonies. So, Father, I bring before you tonight Dr. Burst and Dr. Miles, lifting them up in prayer. As Scripture says, do two walk together except they make an appointment and have agreed? Most High, I know that both of these gentlemen are walking in agreement to your word according to health. Surely the Most High Yeshua will do nothing without revealing his secrets to his servants, the prophets. Being a prophet, I know that you both are anointed and called for such a time as this. And I thank you for your faithfulness. So, Father, I use my power and authority and the same power that Yeshua used to heal the sick. I speak to those who are relying on the world for advice concerning what your word says about our health and well-being. You said to put no trust in man in whom there is no help. I say in a higher, have we put our trust and confident reliance, we will not be afraid. What can man do to us? Those who are strong and well, healthy, have no need of a physician, but those who are weak and sick. Thank you, Father, that you are the great physician. Therefore, I pray for those who are weak in heart, body, and mind. Yes, I am my brother's keeper. I stand in the gap for those who cannot speak for themselves. May all your body parts function properly. Be healed. I ask you to release your healing virtue into our bodies and give us divine health. Let us confess together. I repent for every wrong desire, attitude, and pattern of thinking I have had. Forgive me, O higher. I loose all doubt and confusion from myself. I cast my burdens and these cares into your hands, and I choose your path and ways to love people. Sickness and disease have no power over me. I thank you that you may grant me out of your rich treasure of your glory to be strengthened and reinforced with the mighty power of the Holy Spirit. I thank you that my eyes are your understanding are continually being enlightened, that I may know your calling and the riches of your glory and your inheritance for all your saints. Today I stand against hell using my tongue and words to speak. I speak with authority, and I expect a higher favor and blessing to come on me today. So in the name of Yeshua, I break the power of all generational and ancestral curses having to do with sin of the tongue. I break the power of all curses that I have been spoken by faith. I cut every soul tie that would affirm these curses. I ask you, Most High, to turn all those curses into blessings because you love us. I speak words of life and not death. Hear my prayer tonight. Father, purge out lips as you did Isaiah's lips with hot coals and grant us a new beginning to use our mouths for speaking holiness and blessing. In Yeshua's name I pray. Shalom.
All praises to the Most High. Oh, thank you for such a wonderful prayer. And that is Pastor Elijah at the Word of Life Ministry in Pike Road, Alabama. Give him a call, folks. Take this number down and call Pastor Prophet Elijah. His number, 334-868-3881. 334-868-3881. I'm unmuting the mics. We can all praise the Most High together, and we'll talk with you again next week. Shalom. Shalom, everybody.
Well,
All praises to the Most High.